Hello. In this video, I'm going to explain the use units problem-solving strategy. And I'm going to be using a handout here from our website. So if you could go over and download the use units handout. In fact, I'd ask you to pause the video and bring this up and maybe even print it out. So this is our handout for the use units problem-solving strategy. I'd like you to pause the video and read the top part here. Important to note that per means divided by. The dimensional analysis strategy is good for finding a rate, converting units, multiplying units. If you take miles per gallon times gallons, these gallons cancel out because when something is multiplied on the side of a fraction, it's actually multiplied on the top. Put gallons over 1 if that makes you feel better. The gallons cancel out and we get miles. We can also divide units. For example, if we have dollars per gallon divided by miles per gallon, we're going to flip the second fraction just like when we're dividing fractions. So we get dollars per gallon times gallons per mile. The gallons cancel out and we get dollars per mile, which is an interesting thing to know. It tells you how much it costs to go a mile. I'm going to be doing these three examples. I'm going to be switching over and trying to use the Explain Everything app on the iPad. Okay, I'm over here at the Explain Everything app on the iPad, and my first example is to convert 66 miles per hour into miles per minute. So I'll write down 66 miles per hour. And I prefer to put miles over hours so I know what's on the top and bottom. And I'm going to multiply this by a form of 1. The form of 1 is going to be a fraction. The numerator will equal the denominator. When I'm trying to figure out what the form of 1 is, I'm going to put in the units first. I want hours to cancel. So I'm going to put hours on the top, and I want minutes because I want minutes per minute. I'm going to put this on the bottom. The first thing you do is you put in your units. Then you put in the numbers so that they're equal. Well, 1 hour equals 60 minutes. So this fraction here is actually equal to 1. Now I'm going to cancel my units. The hours cancel, and in my answer, I'm going to have miles per minute. And now I'm going to go over to a calculator or do it in my head and take 66 divided by 60. And I get 1.1, so the answer to this question is 1.1 miles per minute. In this example, I demonstrated how you can convert units. In my second example, we have a situation with the tectonic plates. Scientists estimate that the Pacific Plate, one of the Earth's tectonic plates, has moved about 1,060 kilometers in the past 10.1 million years. What was the average speed of the Pacific Plate during that time period in centimeters per year? So let's write down our rate. So here is our rate. 1,060 kilometers divided by 10,300,000 years. Now I need to convert units. The first thing I need to do is change kilometers to meters. So I'm going to write my form of 1. I'm going to put kilometers on the bottom so that the kilometers cancel. I'm going to put meters on the top, and then I fill in the numbers. Now I'm going to convert the meters to centimeters. If I look at a meter stick, I know that there's 100 centimeters in a meter. I want the meters on the bottom so that they're going to cancel. And I want centimeters on the top because that's what I want in my answer, and then I fill in the numbers. Then on a calculator, I multiply the numbers that are on the top and divide by the numbers that are on the bottom. And I get an answer of 10.29 centimeters per year. This is a very interesting answer if you think about what a centimeter is. A tectonic plate moves about 10 centimeters in 1 year. In our third example, we have Kevin reading the first 80 pages of a 280-page book in 4 days. At this rate, how long will it take him to finish the book? Let's calculate his rate first. He is reading at a rate of 20 pages per day. Now we're going to divide 280 pages divided by 20 pages per day. This is going to equal my 280 pages times 1/20th day per page. And you might want to think about what 1/20th day per page would mean. And if I divide, I get an answer of 14 days. Notice what happens with the units here. Pages on the top cancels with pages on the bottom, and I'm left with days. This problem also could be done using a proportion. So I'm not suggesting that this is the only way to solve the problem, but it is a good way to solve the problem. In the final example, it says that nutritionists recommend drinking 8 glasses of water each day. If a glass holds 250 milliliters, does the recommended daily water intake exceed 1 liter? So, 1 glass is going to be 250 milliliters. This means that 8 glasses, I'm going to multiply both sides of the equation by 8. Now we need to look up what 1 liter is. 1 liter is 1,000 milliliters. 2,000 milliliters is larger than 1,000 milliliters. Therefore, it is larger than 1 liter. Therefore, the answer to the question is yes. The recommended daily intake does exceed 1 liter. In fact, the recommended daily water intake is 2 liters.